All right, good afternoon to you, 207. And we do have a tornado warning in effect for Adair and Russell County. A tornado warning in effect for Adair and Russell County. This would include areas around Columbia, Russell Springs, pretty much the central part of both counties. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Adair and Russell County. We've been talking about this for some time, and now this is beginning to come into play. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County. We also have just received information about a tornado watch, and I believe that was issued just a little bit ago, a tornado watch that's in effect for all of this area, basically Interstate 75 back to Western Kentucky. A large area of tornado watch in effect here this evening. That tornado watch is valid until 11 o'clock Central Time. And also, I would remind folks, if you're monitoring, I'm not able to respond to your particular messages. A lot of going on here in the Weather Center, and it's very, very difficult to try to answer messages individually. So we have a tornado warning in effect for Adair and Russell County. And if you're in the path of the storm, you should seek shelter immediately. Again, a tornado warning in effect for central Russell, northeastern Cumberland, and eastern Adair, and that'll be in effect until 2:45 Central Time this evening. The Weather Service says up to ping pong ball sized hail. The storm is moving to the northeast at 25 miles per hour. Again, you should seek shelter immediately if you are in the path of the storm. Some of the areas affected include the Horntown, Christine, Eli, Gadberry, Jericho Road, Webb's Crossroads, Royville, Sano, and Russell Springs. Again, tornado warning in effect for this area, for all this area. I want to take just a little bit of a break here and take a look at our tower camera. It looks like the storm is moving in. I want to see if we can see a rotating wall cloud. I'd like to remind everyone again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County, Russell Springs, Columbia. All these areas should be going to your safe place immediately. The storm is now located over the southern, southwestern part of Adair County, moving into the northeastern part of Cumberland County. There in Burkesville, and now at the Fairplace 704 area, Bakerton community of Adair County. And if you're in the path of that storm, you should seek shelter again immediately. Go ahead, 297.
We're having heavy rain, early ground lightning, and the wind died back down probably 15 to 20.
Info. All right, getting heavy winds over in Adair County and Breeding, and also heavy rainfall is occurring with that storm as well. Again, we have a tornado warning in effect for central Adair, central Russell County. If you are in Webb's Crossroads, Russell Springs, Jamestown, you should be in your safe place. We are monitoring the weather situation this afternoon, and you should be weather prepared, weather alert for this storm as it moves through. Even looking at the ClimaVision radar in Jamestown, it does show very low-lying clouds in this region. So if you are in the path of this storm, you may see a funnel cloud. You should be very, very alert to this storm as it makes its way through. We're watching it on our tower camera currently. We don't see any sign of a funnel as of yet. We are monitoring the situation. And again, if you are in the path of the storm, Russell Springs, Central, Adair County, you need to be in your safe place. Earlier this afternoon, when the tornado warning was issued for Monroe County, that was the first tornado warning issued of the day for storms as they made their way through. The cell has popped up. Confirmed wall cloud reported in Cumberland County earlier. Reading is reporting around Fairplay. Heavy rainfall. And as of right now, we have 90 degrees and very humid conditions across the area as we monitor this storm. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County. That would include Webb's Crossroads, Russell Springs, Jamestown, Esto, Fairplay, Royville community, and areas along the Cumberland Parkway. In addition to the severe thunderstorm, or the tornado warnings that are in effect, we also have a large watch box area that is included a tornado watch. And this is a tornado watch issued by the Storm Prediction Center. It would include portions of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. A large part of this area under a tornado watch. This tornado watch today is in effect from now until until 11 o'clock Central Time this evening. Again, tornado watch in effect until 11 Central Time this evening. Again, we do have a tornado warning in effect for Adair and Russell County. If you are in the path of the storm, you should be seeking shelter. The storm is now located over the Gradyville and the Breeding Community Sparksville area of Adair County. Some around Creelsboro State Park area, or correction, not the state park. For some reason, our radar shows that as a state park, but that is not is not correct. But the storm is approaching Russell and Adair County, and everyone should be in your safe place if you're not already. And all of this is part of the tropical storm or tropical depression Beryl. Been an impressive storm down south, and now it's moving into the Commonwealth of Kentucky and bringing with it the threat of severe weather. Again, we have a tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County. You should seek shelter immediately if you are in the path of the storm. This warning is in effect until 2:45 Central Time this Tuesday afternoon. 297, go ahead.
This wind, it's been coming out of the west now, and it's coming out of the east, it's changing directions a little bit.
10-4. All right, so again, the tornado warning in effect for central Russell, northeastern Cumberland, and eastern Adair County. This is in effect again until 2:45 Central Time. If you are in the path of the storm, you should seek shelter immediately. Again, a tornado warning in effect for both Russell and Adair County. All right, it's 18 minutes after 2 o'clock, and we're glad to have everybody along with us today. Severe weather coverage here from the Storm Alert Weather Center, bringing you coverage as, again, a tornado warning issued for both Adair and Russell County this afternoon. You should be seeking shelter immediately. If you are in the path of this storm, seek shelter immediately. We are monitoring the weather radar out of the Climavision in Jamestown. We continue to note a little bit of rotation in that storm, and if you are in the path of that storm, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Again, a tornado warning in effect for both Russell and Adair County. We're going to take another look at our tower camera and see what is on the horizon. All right, looking back to the west, nothing ominous at this moment as far as a funnel cloud, but still a little bit too far away, but we can still see the clouds brewing back toward Adair and Cumberland County, back to our west and our southwest. So if you are in Russell Springs, you still have time to take shelter. Need to do so immediately. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell County and also for Adair County. This would be pretty much just the eastern part of Adair and the western part of Russell County. Some of the communities that are affected by this storm, this tornadic thunderstorm, would be the Horntown community. If you live in Ely, the Gadberry, Jericho Road, Webb's Crossroads, Royville, Sano, and Russell Springs, you should be seeking shelter. And for those who may not know, I have a storm shelter here. And if things get bad, I do have a safe place to go, and I'm prepared to go there if things get bad. We're getting information in Adair County now. They had mentioned the possibility of damage. No reports of damage in Adair County from 911. Again, no reports of damage in Adair County from 911. Storm tracking places storms in Russell Springs and Webb's Crossroads around 3 o'clock, 3:05. That's the tornadic part of the storm as it moves through. Again, the tornado warning is in effect for Russell County and Adair County. This is in effect until 2:45 Central Daylight Time this evening. We're not able to look at your messages right at the moment, so if you're asking something on the radar about the storms on the Facebook, we're not able to answer those at this moment. The tornado warning for Cumberland County has now been allowed to expire. Again, the tornado warning for Cumberland County has been allowed to expire. We are watching the storm as it moves into both Russell and Adair County. And currently the storm is should be approaching Russell Springs by a little bit before top of the hour. The main part of it, we could see even rainfall before that. We do have some rain that's covering much of the eastern part of Adair County. The part of circulation rotation is now just to the east of the breeding community there in Adair County. More the exact location to be toward Glens Fork, up through Montpelier and the Chance community, as well as Cundiff community. That's where the strongest part of the storm is currently located. So again, we have a tornado warning in effect for both Russell Springs and Jamestown toward the Creelsboro Rock House area. Now that warning has been trimmed back just a little bit from what it was earlier. It's more defined toward the middle of Russell and Adair County together. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell County and for Adair County. Storms are moving at about 25 miles per hour this afternoon, as we can see those storms moving through. Again, tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County. We're going to take another look at the outdoor tower camera that's looking back toward Adair and Cumberland County, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, we still don't see any sign of a rotating wall cloud, which is a sign of a tornado. But as of now, we do not see anything in the camera that would indicate a tornado. All right, it's 2:27. Looking at the radar across the state, not a lot of activity going on around the area. Got a tornado warning that is in effect just to the west of Bowling Green. Haven't really looked at this at the radar for a second farther out, but we do have again that tornado warning over around Hopkinsville. Tornado warning in Hopkinsville, and then the one here in Russell and Adair County. Looking at a tornado warning around Clarksville, Tennessee, and those storms continue to advance to the north-northeast. individual cells that pop up out ahead of this front can spawn tornadoes with little or no warning. So if you have a severe thunderstorm warning, you should consider that as a tornado warning. The tornado warning again for Russell and Adair County. That storm, that warning is in effect until, let's say, until 2:45. Still continuing to notice rotation in that storm. You should seek shelter immediately. Again, a tornado warning in effect for Russell County and Adair County. And as it gets closer to Russell Springs, I will be considering a safe place. But as of right now, we're monitoring the radar, monitoring the outdoor tower cam. I have a better advantage point to see what's headed our way. And as of this moment, we don't see anything that would look like a wall cloud as of yet. The strongest part of the storm is located now in Adair County. I've got someone has messaged me storm clouds off of Owenstown back toward Columbia. I thank you, Darren, for that message. I appreciate that. We're watching the clouds formation and structures as they advance toward Russell Springs. Again, another 15 minutes left to go in the tornado warning for Russell County. And the ominous clouds beginning to brew here in the Lake Cumberland area. We've been watching this storm for well over an hour. In fact, as the storms moved out of Tompkinsville, you can see that track it took, and it's remained a tornado warning storm for probably at least 50 nautical miles between Russell and Monroe County. So again, a tornado warning, you should seek shelter. And at this moment, I'm going to go prep my side door to be able to go to shelter in the event that it is necessary. Again, a tornado warning for Russell and Adair County until 2:45. I will be back in just a moment as soon as I prep the doors to take shelter if the need be. All right, from all indications, based on the radar and based on the tower camera, if we were to have a tornado in this storm, it is very likely that it would be rain wrapped, that you wouldn't be able to see it. We're again monitoring this very, very closely. Again, if you're in the path of the storm, seek shelter. This is Russell and Adair County. The areas affected in Adair County would be like Christine, the Neatsville, Pelton area, down through Garland, and the Joppa community. For Russell County, if you live in Royville, Russell Springs, out toward the Sano community of Adair County, or Russell County rather, then you need to be in your safe place immediately. Getting a lot of messages here. They're watching storms. I think this would be toward Jamestown, maybe. I'm not sure where this is. Everyone is sharing information with me. If anybody has any details that you want to post in the live stream, you're welcome to. As of now, we have no reports of damage in the area. Off Dow Road, we're getting reports of ominous clouds kind of to the northeast, and that would be what we're seeing now across the area. No activity here in Russell Springs currently, but we're watching the cell as it moves into Russell Springs very soon. The strongest part of the cell is expected to be here around the top of the hour, according to the Weather Service. Doppler radar and the Climavision in Jamestown continues to show this storm impacting the area. So if you are in the path of the storm, you should seek shelter immediately. Again, tornado warning in effect for Russell and Adair County. This is going to be the trend throughout the evening. More showers, more storms developing, and the likelihood of more tornado warnings in effect as well. Looking back toward the west, we have several or a couple of tornado warnings, one around in Clarksville, Tennessee, one in Hopkins County or Hopkinsville that has been allowed to expire. And all these storms are coming up from the south. The tornado warning for Muhlenberg County is in effect until 3:15. This is moving to the northeast at 30. So we have a lot of weather activity right now going on here in Russell County. Russell and Adair County under a tornado warning, and now a special weather statement has been issued for the remaining part of Russell into the southern part of Casey County. The special weather statement from the Weather Service is indicating a strong storm impacting this region, winds up to 50 miles per hour, and hail 1 inch in diameter is possible. All right, about another 10 minutes left to go in the warning. The strongest part of the storm is now just to the south of Russell Springs, central part of Adair County, moving into the region. If you're in southern Casey County, special weather statement has been issued there for winds around 50 miles per hour. I'm going back to the radar to the camera for just one moment. All right, I do see what appears to be a lowering wall cloud in approaching Russell Springs. This would be back toward Jamestown, maybe. I'm beginning to watch that and see what transpires with it. It looks to be a lowering wall cloud with this storm. And if you're in the path of that storm, you should be seeking shelter. Again, I'm watching that on the radar, and it very well could be that I would need to seek shelter here within the next few minutes. If you're in the path of this storm, and if you're in Russell Springs, you need to be thinking about a safe place. I'm going back to the camera. I encourage everybody, if you're in Russell Springs, to seek shelter immediately. All right, so now I'm here beside the camera, and I want to encourage everybody, if you're in Russell Springs, you need to seek shelter immediately. Again, if you're in Russell Springs, you need to seek shelter immediately. Likely lowering wall cloud here in Russell Springs. We're watching it on the Terracam. Can't really see if there's rotation at this moment, but it's obviously a wall cloud. If you are in Russell Springs, you need to seek shelter immediately. We are watching this storm, and I will show you pictures of this as soon as this event is over. The way it looks right now, this rotating wall cloud, or appears to be rotating, would be right at south of the North Ridge. South of the North Ridge. If you are in the path of this storm, exclusive coverage here this afternoon. And I apologize for being a little bit not addled, but we are watching this cell as it moves through. And if anybody is in Russell Springs, you need to be seeking shelter immediately as this storm approaches the area. Not able at this point to see if there is rotation in the storm, but if it looks as if we have a lowering wall cloud, it would be indicative of a possible tornado. You do need to seek shelter immediately if you are in the path of the storm. All right, at this point, I think I'm going to step outside for just a moment and see what I can see with this cloud as it approaches. Yeah, if you're in Russell Springs, you need to seek shelter from this storm. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so I've made my storm shelter, opened the door, looked outside. Can't see a lot for the trees, but I encourage you to seek shelter at once if you're in Russell Springs. We are monitoring the Terra camera. And going back to the Terracam now. Would encourage everybody in Russell Springs to seek shelter. We are not seeing a funnel cloud at this moment, but we do have a lowering wall cloud. If anybody is concerned, I do have a safe place to go, and we'll go if necessary. Again, the tornado warning is in effect until 2:45. I'm not seeing any funnel at this point. The wall cloud is not quite as tight as it was 10 minutes ago. And that would be a good thing. You're listening to severe weather coverage from the Storm Alert Center, and we're monitoring our Terra camera at this moment that we can look back toward the storm. Earlier, well pronounced wall cloud that was located that is broken up somewhat. If anybody's in the path of the storm, you should seek shelter. So right now, 2:45 Central Time this afternoon. Again, we have our storm shelter opened if necessary. And the tornado warning for Russell County has been allowed to expire. The tornado warning for Russell County has been allowed to expire. We do have a special weather statement that would include pretty much all of the county. This would be for a strong thunderstorm, winds up to 50 miles an hour, and half-inch hail. And just because the tornado warning has been allowed to expire, we're going to watch this until it passes. And I'm going to probably let this play for a little bit. I'm going to go out and watch and give you a little bit of perspective as it has gotten closer, this cloud structure. Again, earlier it was a tight wall cloud, and now it's tended to break up just a little bit, but I want to get a better view of it from outside, and I'll be back in in just a minute with more. All right, good afternoon to you. Back again real quickly. I'm going to end this broadcast, and if we need to break in with additional coverage, we will. Again, expect winds up to 50 miles per hour. Tornado warning has been allowed to expire. We'll be here to give you more information as we go on. Thank you for joining us.